Warning. The following video is intended for viewers 13 years and older. Viewer discretion is advised. You're here. You're ready. Welcome to my world.
Welcome back, everybody. It's I'm Ghost of Sparta, and I have a fantastic video for you guys, and we're going to go over combos for my Dark Magician deck, and we're going to go over test hands. That's the main purpose of this, is test hands, just to see the hands that we get and see how far we can get to them. And we're going to do that for a few minutes. That way you guys can enjoy this video and you can get some ideas. And if you guys have any ideas that maybe I'm missing, please let me know in the comments. I would definitely like to know if there's something else that I can improve on this deck. And I like to get everybody's opinion. I'm not just someone that's like, oh, mine's the best. No, I like to take positive criticism, and I want to be able to reflect on that, think about it, test it, and be able to move forward and maybe make a better deck. So with all that being said, let's get to this test hand video so that way you guys can check out what's going on. And if you could see this deck box right here from Toyger, I did do a review on it. You could see in the upper right hand corner for a card, or there's also a link below, so make sure to check that out in case you wanted to find a way to purchase one of these bad boys. So let's get to the test hands. All right, let's set this bad boy up like if we're gonna do a duel. Move this out of the way, scoop all that out. I really like this deck box, guys. It's really super slim. It's very convenient. Got my 40 cards right here. Let's get my side deck and extra deck ready. Get some of my tokens. Let's put that off to the side. That's all my side deck. We're not going to be side decking today, maybe, possibly. All right, so let's give this bad boy a nice little shuffle. It's been a while since I touched this. Now this is according to the ban list from, when did we get a ban list? September? Yeah, September ban list. So this is all up to date. I don't want anybody saying like, hey, you're using banned cards. But if you want to troll, I mean, I can't stop you. That's what it's all about. You know, you want to get famous on the internet for trolling, do it, go for it. I don't care. So shuffle this up, pass it to my opponent. My opponent cuts, just happens to cut perfectly down the middle. All right, let's see what our first 5 cards are. So here we go, we got 5 cards. We're going first because we're awesome. We won the die roll. And oh man, we bricked hard, but let's just go through this with the intention of having some fun. Let's go normal rod. We're gonna activate Rod's effect to search. What are we searching for? Let's see here. I would be searching for, don't have a way to draw for that. Let's just go for circle. Let's see here. Magialized fusion. Yeah, we pretty much bricked pretty hard on that one. First hand, brick. Best definitely gonna lose. Let's say they veilered that one. Terrible to see all 3 Eternal Souls. I've been hearing a lot of talks of people cutting that down to 2, and also same thing for Magician Circle. You can cut that down. People are cutting that down to 2 as well. So let's go to another test hand. We're gonna do, let's say, we'll do 3 going first, and then we'll go 3 going second, and see which one does better, which one can break boards, which one can set up a nice board, and we'll go from there. Give it to my opponent. Opponent cuts, and then we'll get to our next 5 cards to draw since we're going first. Boom, boom, boom. We got 4. We need 1 more. Bam, 5. Keep the deck right there in the frame so you guys don't think like I'm stacking. Alrighty, much better hand. Much better hand. Okay, so we can try to see if we can bait something. I would usually normally use Magician Circle for last so you could set up your next one, but it's also good for a bait. Another good bait would be to use Magician Souls. You know, we can use Magician Souls first, not use our normal summon yet. So Magician Souls, see if they got anything. They don't. We'll dump out. Let's see here. What do I got in my hand? We'll dump DMG because we don't want to draw her, and she's just a good thing to get us to draw. We'll dump DMG. Opponent cuts again. We'll use him, special summon him. Bam, special summoned. So far everything's good. They might try to veiler him now because they might think that you're trying to draw or something like that. And then let's go with Magician's Rod. Boom, activate his effect. Since we already have Circle in hand, we already have Souls. Let's get, and by Souls I meant Soul Servant. Because we can definitely go into Verte Anaconda right now. So I think I'm gonna go with Eternal Soul. Let's get that bad boy. Boom. Opponent cuts. Add to hand. And let's go to Link Away. Straight into Verte Anaconda. Use Verte Anaconda's effect. Take 2,000. We're going to dump DM. And we're going to dump Red Eyes Fusion. And we're going to dump... Where you at? Red Eyes Bee Dragon. That way we can get ourselves... You know it. You know who we're getting. You know exactly who we're getting. The boss monster. The one that we've been waiting for us legacy duelists, but they want to take it away because everybody wants to be degenerate. I'll put them over here. We don't have to put them in the link zones. So boom, we set that. Let's activate Dark Magical Circle, Chain Soul Servant. So let's see. Let's stack a card that would be excellent in this right now. I say we stack Destin Rivals. So put that on the top right there. Let's do a quick little shuffle. And then have our opponent, bam, he cuts. And then we get to view the top 3 cards. Oh my goodness, I didn't know that was gonna be there. Alrighty, so we'll get Destin Rivals. We'll set Secrets of Dark Magic. And then last but not least, we will activate our Soul Servant by banishing it. So we can draw 2. So we'll get that. And we'll get Where Art Thou. So Where Art Thou would have been good later on, but we'll pretty much set these 3. And we have ourselves a pretty good board. I mean, we have a negate here. We have another negate or an interruption. We have another interruption, and then we have, once we summon Dark Magician, we'll have another pretty much interruption to stop him from playing. So I think that's pretty good, unless he hits you with the Harpy's Feather Duster, but that's when you would use Dragoon, or let's say he hits you with the Lightning Storm. Once again, you would use Dragoon to be able to stop that. So that was pretty good for a first turn hand. So let's go on to the next hand. Alright, sorry I had to cut away a little bit. I actually got a phone call. I am a busy person. People always want to talk to me. So let's go into test hand number 3 for going first. You guys got to admit that was a pretty good hand. I just hope I can get some cards to show you some crazy combos or some other, lines and other parts of this deck that most people want to see. Dark Magician is a fun deck. I just wish they would give a legacy of support. Right now, in my opinion, Dark Magician is at the point where it might be able to hold up against, like, I guess the TV show where Stardust came out of. Like, if it went up against them, I think it would hold up. But as for the other stuff where Pendulum started coming in, and it's still behind a little bit, and I wish it could get to the point where it should be just as good, or if not better, than the current show. They should be able to have all those tools in that toolbox. So let's go into test hand number 3, and then we'll go into going second. So we got 5 cards right there. Oh yeah. So you see that there's Red Eyes Fusion in my hand. A lot of times people will be like, yeah, just boom, pop that down, throw Dragoon, and just call it a day. I'd actually save it in this case, because let me read. Verde. Does Verde say it has to come from the deck? Yeah, it has to come from the deck. It doesn't say from hand. I think if it said hand, I think it'd be too broken. But let's just get to it. So let's get Magician Souls out. Bam. drop that down. Let's get should we get Mrs. Old Faithful? Let me see how I want to run this. Yeah, let's just drop DM. Let's drop DM in there, because we're about to cook up some craziness with this board. So drop DM, and then boom, summon. We got our summon right there. Haven't even used up anything yet. Let's go with no, let's save Jester for last. Let's go with Rod. Boom, activate Rod. And let's see here, Dark Magic Secrets or Soul Servant. I say Soul Servant. Real quick, if you were about to go second, you can actually go into Relinquish Armada, and then if you didn't have Rod or something, or you had Jester only, so that way you can get your two your two effect monsters, so that way you can get into, you know, Red Eyes, you know, get into Anaconda. But all right, so we got Soul Servant. We have the Eternal Soul. What am I gonna link into? I mean, I can link into, let me see here. Like, I know I can make the Dark Magicians, but I feel like I can make a much stronger board here. So let's see here. Yeah, let's just do what I was planning on doing. So we'll go into this. We'll go into Verde. Let's see here. We got Verde. And we'll just save Jester. Activate Verde's effect to use Magicalized Fusion. We'll use Magicalized Fusion with Souls. Dark Magician. Banish those. In a weird way, we could probably use Magician Souls effect to draw if we could have got rid of Red Eyes Fusion, but I didn't want to do that. I mean, don't worry, this deck can hard make Dragoon pretty easily. So we did that. Let's get the Dark Magicians out. So we have that as well. And then let's activate Soul Servant. Let's try to get, what card do we need right now? What card do we need to draw off of? Because we're going to draw off Magicians, the Dark Magicians right now. What Dark Magician card would come in clutch? Let's see here. I say we go with Magician Circle. Nothing but pluses. Nothing but pluses. So what I like about this deck is this deck does have a lot of recursion. So then there's that. Then this will go on top. You know, opponent shuffled or whatever. Dark Magicians activates after using that. We get Magician Circle. We're gonna activate Magician Circle. And we get Destined Rivals, which is not too bad. Let's put Circle back on top. Actually, no, let's not put Circle back on top. Let's put Where Art Thou, because we're going to end up controlling the level 1. So we'll set that, and we'll pass our turn, which is good. We're going to end up drawing that because your opponent's going to activate something, and then, you know, they have to get around all that, which is probably not too hard for most decks. Most decks probably wipe this board pretty easily. But, I mean, at least you got yourself set up for something, because you, like I said, you have Jester, Where Art Thou, get yourself, you know, Magician Souls, get yourself Effect Veiler, whatever you need, but you have yourself a good, you know, follow-up to your opponent. So let's go into going second and see what happens with that. All right, do a little quick shuffle. Alrighty, so we're going second. We're going to draw 5 cards, and then we'll draw our 6th one. So we got our 5 cards here. Bam, let's see what they are. Opponent sets up a nice little board. So look at that, you got Effect Veiler, and then we'll go number 6. So we would have probably used one of these at one point during that to slow down the opponent, and we'll see where he sets up at. And then we already got Dragoon, and we also got Goes in Match when we need it. So we also have a way to stop our opponent with Effect Veiler. So right off the back, I'd probably ditch this bad boy, special summon Apprentice. Let's get Dark Magician out, put it in hand. Now I'm playing this like if we're not getting stopped, let's say they just let you go full out, you know, because I mean I could be like, oh, he stopped that, okay. So then we'll go into Magician's Soul, and then we'll jump off Dark Magician Girl. Do a little cut thing, summon, and then we'll go into Verde Anaconda right here, bam. And then Verde Anaconda's effect, Red Eyes, Red Eyes again, and good old vanilla. Dragoon, probably should put it up there so you guys can see it. I'm here trying to visualize. So not only do I got Goes in matchup, I also have that. I also have Dragoon. Dragoon pop a couple of things, attack, and there we go. So that's not bad for going second hand, in my opinion. It's not too bad. Let's see what hands 2 and 3 come up with. And if you guys see something that I'm missing or other ways, let me know. I have no problem of, you know, chatting up with you guys in the chat. So make sure to leave a comment. I like to hear, you know, what things you guys have come up with. I do like to try to keep this deck as pure as possible. You know, I know a lot of people use Dogmatica, and they be using other engines, you know, and I'm not a big fan of that. I want to try to use, as you know, as much as I can, you know, the core of the deck, which I'm using. You know, I'm using a lot of spellcasters. There's not a lot of engines, but its own that were meant for this deck. So let's see what going second right here can bring us. All right, here we go. We got 4 cards, number 5 and number 6. Okay, not bad. Let's see here. How can we get our best draws? We have to risk it for the biscuit. Let's activate this Ultimate Rare First Edition Allure. And let's draw 2. 1, 2. Alrighty. So obviously we're going to get rid of one of the rods. And we got 2 impermanences. We got Eternal Soul. So more likely your rod is going to get stopped, but let's activate it. Let's say it isn't stopped. What do we got in the grave? Activate it. Let's see if we can get, let's get Magicianal Circle out. So that way maybe we can get something that can help us out or set up for the next turn. Alrighty, we got that. Let's activate this. Let's see what's on top. Oh, perfect. We'll take that. We'll stack this. And yeah, let's go into that. So we'll probably go into battle, see if we can attack one of the weakest monsters he has. Boom, attack, and then activate that during the battle phase. Summon the Dark Magicians. Boom, the Dark Magicians right there on the field. Attack again. Set your 4 and pretty much pass turn. When it's your opponent's turn, you know, flip up the Eternal Soul or flip up Impermanence to slow them down a little bit. And then, you know, you'll be able to draw off that. Boom, we'll get another card. So that's not too bad. Not too bad. We probably couldn't break too much of a board. I mean, like I said, most decks right now are setting up, you know, Appaloosa with, what's her name? With IP Masquerena, with Savage Dragon, and you got the Dragon Link, you got Link Cross, you know, setting up like fucking a bunch of Omni Negates. It's just like, that's just too much. I mean, how are you gonna play a game where you don't even let your opponent play? That's like if you bought a game, you know, for any console or PC, but when you bought it, you started playing it and you couldn't get past level 1. That's not how this is supposed to go. I know this is supposed to be competitive. You know, even fighting games aren't even that competitive. Even when you go to a tournament, you could at least make it, you know, past round 1. There's times where you can't, but I mean, it is a tournament. Still, you know, to build decks like that, and everybody wants to drive to it. Everybody wants to go to like the quick, you know, KO deck, and everybody's playing the same deck, and it's just annoying. Just annoying. You know, I wish there'd be more variety. And I wish Yu-Gi-Oh would do that. That's what I'm saying. Legacy decks need. I know these decks, you know, got buffed up. They got some support, but I feel that they could use. They need to be in line. They need to have the same exact power that these new decks are coming out with. So let's go to our last test hand for this video. So we got 4. Here's number 5. Here's number 6. So this is a pretty good hand. Pretty good hand right here. You know, going for letting your opponent go off, you're not going to do anything. But if this was in our hand, we could have slowed them down a bit. So let's get to it. Let's see, what can we make right here? I know we can set up with the Dark Magicians. Let me see here. Red Eyes Fusion. Sucks is that if as soon as you summon something, you know, you can't do anything with that. So let's start off with. Let's see. Yeah, let's go with. Because I have to get rid of something. I guess we can go with Jester, special summon him, because you know you can actually do this multiple times. You don't need to constantly, you know. That's what's good about this card. You can special summon a bunch of times. So we'll do that. And then we will activate Magician's Rod, normal him. We'll search for. Wish we could just search for that guy. His name is in text. It works for me. It's crazy I didn't get to show you the Where Art Thou, you know, combo so far in these hands. But that would have been nice. I think something that would be good when it's discarded. I guess. I guess this is where navigation would come in. Let me see what I have in my hand again. Yeah, let's just get the circle. Let's get the circle so that way we can plus off another card. Plus we can already go into Verte. The only thing is we're not going to be able to fusion summon anything. We can go into other things. So like I said, this is a going second deck. We're gonna have to figure this out. We're doing the going second. That's not the going second deck. We're just gonna figure out what we're gonna do. So I'm just gonna go into Armada, suck up one of his monsters, go for that. Let's see here. We're gonna go to Christian Hybro Fibrax, whatever the hell. This is where I wouldn't need Code Talker. Access Code Talker would have been perfect. So we suck up one of his monsters, probably one of the powerful ones. And let's see, what do we do here? It's a good question. Good question. So we suck that guy up. We can easily go into Verde Anaconda. Let's see, we can go into. No, we can't go into Christian Hybro Fibrax because we don't have a link on or a tuner. But let's see what circle brings us. Boom, hopefully we can plus off of that. 1, 2, 3. So we did plus. Sorry, Veiler, you're gonna have to go. Let's activate good old apprentice. Let's get our vanilla boy out. Got our vanilla boy, and this is where we can go into Celine. We can go into Celine straight away. How many spell counters? Damn. Oh, well, I mean, your opponent's going to have some. You have one so far. So let's just say 3, just to, you know, for this example. She has 3. We'll remove 3, and we'll special summon back. We'll special summon back Apprentice. Boom. Her in defense position. And then from there, you would go into, which I don't have right now, which would be Access Code Talker. So you would sit on that, pop 2 things, because you would basically get rid of Celine and Armada. You'll banish those to pop 2 things, and then from here you'll just set 2 and wait, and that's pretty much it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this little test handing video. This is my first one I've ever done. I hope I did it right. I hope you guys learned something, and if you did, please let me know in the comments below and hit that like button and subscribe. But I really do hope you guys enjoyed this test hand video. I mean, if you guys haven't seen this deck profile, it'll be in the link below, and also there'll be cards in the upper right hand corner that will lead you to it. But I really do hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Okay, I'll try to do some more of these later on. I do have a Blue Eyes deck that I can possibly do one on, and I can also do one on I don't remember the other decks I have, but I was hoping I can get some other deck profiles on here. I noticed a lot of my all the people that like Yu-Gi-Oh like to watch these videos, so I really hope that you guys enjoyed it by letting me know. Hit that like button, subscribe. I really do need some more support, guys. Show me your support for this channel. And I also do action figure reviews, so don't forget that. You could check that out also in the links below, and also in my playlists and all that good stuff. So I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys learned something, and let me know in the comments if you did.